Yes, I'm still alive. Can't say that about multiple relatives and family, friends, and associates, unfortunately, because 2019 sucked the chrome off a bloody trailer hitch, and 2020 isn't proven to be all that much better, what with the Wolfaloo death plague and everything, but, oh, you can't talk about that. It's bigoted and racist and lick those doorknobs, but, yeah, the world's gone insane. So, yeah, I've got these, 25 watt, 40 watt, and 60 watt incandescent lamps running off of this whole mess, which is still a work in progress, which is why a lot of stuff is hanging open. Also have those other lights which are running off of mains, as well as a metal halide floodlight on the outside of this building, which is what the hum you may or may not be able to hear is. It's that thing. So I've got these disconnect switches for this very big, this for Solar Farm Mark IV, my biggest system to date. It's also going to be EMP hardened. That's what the Sol-Ark 12K is for. Of course, got the EMP hardened variant because you're spending this much money, might as well. Especially with the geopolitical situation as it is. I've also got, even though this has a solar disconnect built in, I have auxiliary disconnects here external to the Sol-Ark. Using closed knife switches, that way in case there's a thunderstorm or what have you. I can come out here, flip these switches, and I'm going to have similar switches for all the fixed cabling associated with the system. Because even if the Sol-Ark is rated to handle it, might as well take the stress off it if it's at all possible. Just because, again, $9,000. Once, you know, government lease suckings and everything and shipping and whatever are taken into account. And I've also got these boxes here which do double duty of conduit breakout boxes for the solar home run cables, and they're also going to be the mounting points for some Midnight Solar MNSPD series lightning arresters. Then I've got a battery combiner box down here. 4 air packs, 3/4 inch, 60 ampere breakers. Actually, I think these are air pack style, although these might be made by Carling. Don't remember exactly. 3 of which are on because I've got 3 strings of batteries. Right now I've got provisions for a 4th, which are batteries probably hopefully going to be getting, knock on plywood, within the next couple of months or so, along with more PV modules. Then I've got this, which is the AC part of the system. I've got a electricity meter, load center, and some receptacles for AC dump loads, even though Sol-Ark call portable solar, and I think this might also carry over to the company that made the inverter for portable solar. They call it a smart load. In practice, they're just dump loads. Although right now I have that particular connection temporarily configured for AC coupled charging. That's what this extension cord is for. I've got this running to some microinverters in my solar field that I just have, you know, as a temporary lash up to charge this and verify that the microinverters work. Which they do. It's just that the problem is because this extension cord is well over 200 feet long, I'm having some inverter side potential rise issues, and several of the inverters like to trip off, which is annoying because UL 1741, it takes 5 minutes of the electricity grid within the specified parameters of potential and frequency for them to turn back on, so it means I'm losing out on quite a bit of electricity generation. Then I've got an electricity meter down here to record what is being utilized by the dump loads, and I have another electricity meter over here to record the amount of electricity being utilized by the main AC loads on the system, which is what this panel is for. And again, also live, this is, again, very temporary. This is going to have its dead front on it within not too long. Of course, this is only on for the purposes of this video right now. But I've got a welder receptacle down there. Right now it's breakered at 35 amperes, even though it's an EMA 650 receptacle, but wiring is sized so that I could bump that up to a 40 ampere breaker. Again, liability, what have you. you know, basically know what you're doing. Don't mess around with this stuff if you don't know what you're doing, or if you think you know what you're doing, but you don't actually. Again, you know, this is stuff that can kill you. So yeah, then I've got a 240 volt duplex receptacle there, 20 amperes on its own breaker, 30 ampere breaker there for a receptacle that hasn't been installed yet, and more breakers for just general receptacle and lighting circuits. That's also what that box is for up there. That's for some light switches. Haven't been installed yet. So yeah, big project, expensive project, and this is one of the multiple reasons why I haven't been doing much, but yeah. Happy Earth Hour and all that rot, because who knows what things will be like next year. Yeah, fun stuff.